Do you realize that they charge $50,000 to show the Patterson-Gimlin film in a documentary? Are you aware of that? Do you have any idea what it costs to show that on television, to show that in a documentary? I've heard people, documentarians that make films, say these people are charging $50,000 to use it, not to own it. Not like, here, you can have it for 50 grand. Like, you can put it in your video for 50 grand. That's the lie. See, the whole lie about when it was around Roger Patterson getting the copyright rights to that after they'd already released it for free is part of the whole corruption of Bigfoot and money making, and how they hush you up and shut you up and control you. You get that? All the government agents that could possibly be on TV working for the government are at the conferences. All the people who, look at the Todd Standing trying to petition the government, and all of a sudden he comes out with the world's greatest hoax and he's accepted by the public, and he got past that hump, and now he's a spokesperson for the Bigfoot world. He's an infiltrator. Even if he's had legitimacy, it doesn't matter. It's like, even Satanists gotta eat good food and have a good breakfast. It doesn't mean like they're like despicable people and you would just know them in society without identifying them per se. You gotta understand, these people are all human, right? So I almost want to say they walk amongst us, but it's just a level of comprehension about who the deceivers are, and trying to think of how I'm going to go about this. It's like, how do these people gain the acceptance and some don't? How is it that you can talk about Bigfoot on a certain level, but after that, it's not given public light? Why do they push the Patterson-Gimlin film, but they don't push Nefertia and Mike Patterson? Why don't they ask Mike Patterson if they can put that Sasquatch truth on television? Wouldn't that entertain the public to no end? Some of the psychic Sasquatch information. Why isn't that bombarded to the public? Things that you have to look at and realize that there are answers behind it, and that you have to go on the premise that there is a cover-up. And how does the cover-up work? Well, you can't completely deny everything on the cover-up. It has to be plausible denial. So you can agree to things to a certain extent, and then you get to the level where but this isn't true, or but there's no proof for this, or but. So you kind of act like you're going along, but then you deceive at the end after you've gained the trust. You just got to understand how people work and operate. Just like on YouTube, you're seemingly legitimate, and then somebody gives you a wrench on their channel, and they feed their own ego by doing that and thinking, oh, you're a Bigfoot celebrity. Oh, yeah, I recognize you. Let me give you a wrench. And then actually you gave a wrench to somebody who's executing systematically the truth that's trying to be spoken on your channel, all for their ego, because somebody else is crushing the ego of that person, so they have to quickly silence the truth. So to save their ego, doesn't matter what the public hears and what the public gets to hear, as long as they don't have to hear their ego being crushed, or hearing anything that they don't want to hear. It's the cancel culture. It's very sick. It's very sick what people are doing, but they don't want to hear the truth. See, I'd rather not block someone and rather just argue them and shoot holes in them to death until I'm like, what a pathetic fucking little fuck for trying to come back. I cut off both his arms and his leg, and he's jumping around saying it's just a flesh wound. Yeah, okay, buddy, sure, whatever the fuck you say, but I'll make a fucking example of you if you don't want to engage. And that's exactly what the fucking problem is. These people don't want to engage. they really don't want to engage. And when they do engage, they get stressed out and they cover up, and they don't want to take it to the fucking fullest level that you're at. So go figure. Look at this fucking hair right here in the fucking video. I never noticed. It's a fucking hair in that Sasquatch imprint. Anyway, fucking amazing, dude. I got some fucking great evidence. I don't care what motherfucker's gonna say. Fuck Duke. He's fucking blocking me. He's a fucking censor. He's a fucking gatekeeper. He's got Cat Hansen on there. Trust me, fucking don't go thinking that fucking everything that Janice Carter says is fucking true. I've heard that lady will fucking tell you anything you want to fucking hear and keep yapping and fucking tell stories forever. She never says, I don't know. You notice that about Janice Carter? She hardly ever says, oh, I don't know. She got an answer for everything. You got to think about that. Anyway, man, yeah, so fucking consider that shit. Consider the fact that, you know, there's things going on. There's all these fucking people out there on all these forums jerking each other off, rubbing each other off, feeling good, hi, but they're not really fucking getting to the bottom of shit, asking the hard questions. I mean, I'm blocked. I'm the king of getting blocked. I tell you so many fucking channels I can't talk on. Fucking Vic Cundiff's Dogman fucking channel. I think probably his other channel. I mean, like, I'm like systematically blocked for saying anything. If you're like, oh yeah, the fucking military is fucking murdering the world, it'll be like, nah, block, fuck that. Thanks for your service, Sergeant Savage, you fucking brainwashed fucking zombies. Yeah, keep it up, you fucking cult members. You guys don't know the truth. You don't know the truth about politics. You don't know the truth about the government. You don't know the truth about Bigfoot. All you know is it's out there and you love hearing stories, but you don't know what people are doing to who, and who are fucking denying people from speaking their fucking truth, and what's going on. And it's a real fucking sick world out there, and I'm not scared to fucking talk about any of it at all, because I've been a victim of it. I've had my fucking life threatened by people fucking calling up and harassing my fucking family members. It's been fucking way serious, just for fucking getting people to fucking be honest and try to fucking get them to tell the fucking truth, and calling them out on their fucking bullshit. Fucking people like fucking Richter Rollo, but other people, who knows who the fuck's making threats, you know? There's people out there always watching, always listening, and I've fucking attacked, actually I fucking intervened on a lot of different people who have been attacking people, like Michael Merchant of the Snowwalker Prime channel, just continuously harassing Rio of Utah Sasquatch and pestering him and denying his evidence, constant. These people in the in the club that revolves around the accusation of confirmation bias. It's like calling somebody an anti-Semite. It's like calling somebody a racist. It's making a completely erroneous accusation against them when they might be coming with some of the greatest Bigfoot evidence that anybody out there has. And they'll say, there's no proof. Look, I'm just showing you, look what I found. Look at the amazingness, but then look at the footprints. Look at the proof. Like, I've seen a Sasquatch in a structure at night with my infrared camera. I saw a Sasquatch in one of these teepees in this video earlier here, that it was right next to it. It ran away and jumped through the grass. It was on all fours. It was a little one, but it's like, these are things that you can put together. I know the Sasquatch are making these stick structures and manipulating the forest, but these people are in denial to the point where you're like, some of them are cover-up artists. Some of them are cover-up agents. Speaking of that Snowwalker Prime, I even saw some shit on TV where it was like Snowwalker something, and it was some fucking like government fucking cover-up shit. It was on like some TV show, but I like immediately thought back and I'm like, who the fuck is this Snowwalker Prime dude? I'm like, it just makes you think, who, you know, I know there's double agents in the Bigfoot world. Everyone has them. Everywhere they are. I knew a fucking Knight of Malta that was the fucking treasurer of a fucking biker gang. Okay? These people are put in place for fucking specific reasons. They're called made men. That's how the fucking world works. You don't get to just be the host of Coast to Coast. You gotta fucking be a Jesuit like George Norrie. You gotta be a fucking sellout and prove that you'll just go along with the fucking program. Like, the only host I've ever respected of Coast to Coast has been George Knapp. And even him, sometimes I'm like, come on, dude, catch up. Like, don't give these people airtime, because this is part of the cover-up. And then you gotta be like, well, you're working with the gatekeepers on the show. Like, how do you expect to get a fucking fair shot? You know, it's just like being in the military and trying to expose the truth and then having them murder you. Like, the military murdered they murdered this reporter named Michael something. Can't remember his name right now. His car just went out of control, went like flying and crashed into like a palm tree or the pillar of a bridge or something. But like, that's the MO for a lot of these murders. But like, it's like being in Hollywood and signing a contract in the music industry in Hollywood. Then they murder you. Like, they're doing satanic ritual murder. That's a fact. Like, I've done so much research into satanic ritual murder and Satanism in society. And I mean, just to understand, like, how is the government so corrupt? Like, you have to get into these areas if you want to understand. Just like the woo. If you don't investigate and you haven't experienced, or you're in total denial, that's your fucking problem, because it's part of the paradigm. And you got to understand it if you want to understand what you're investigating. But let's put it out there. There's lots of fucking shitty detectives that can't fucking solve a crime out there. So don't fucking think you're the fucking best fucking Bigfoot understander just because fucking you say you believe something. I don't even understand things that happen to me. I just know they happen, and I can conceive, damn, this stuff is happening. I don't know how. It's beyond physics sometimes. Okay, it defies physics, but it happens. So you just got to understand and accept it as part of the paradigm. But corruption, all that fucking shit, I could go back there if you want, whatever. The fucking video has been what it's been. I'm going to end the conversation. Fuck the haters. I'm the fucking truth. I got the truth. I've been the truth. And I'm going to be a fucking bad student and fucking stand up and call you on your bullshit and make sure that you've got your fucking ducks in a row. Because I don't take people at face value. You've got to prove that you know why you're claiming the truth. And if you can't explain it 10 different fucking ways, you can't explain it from every angle, from all directions, then you're just repeating somebody else's truth. Then if you can't say it in your own words, you don't really know it and understand it, okay? That's what I'm getting at. So I've done a lot of explaining. I've gone inside and out with this shit. I'll fucking show you every fucking which way this stuff goes. Just telling Wasatch Wendigo about this structure. It's keep out tire. They ripped it off a fence over here. Fucking hung it. Shit's amazing though. And you got fucking people over here saying fucking people built this shit. They didn't break that fucking huge tree. I'm just telling you, I was there. Alright, motherfuckers, take care. Catch you later. Fucking, I'll gripe more if you won't give me shit. I know there's comments galore coming, but I don't give a fuck.